All right, guys, we are in the 2023 Dodge Hellcat Redeye Jailbreak, guys. All right, guys, before we get into the driving aspect, let's talk about the car. Now, this is the last year of the Hellcat, and this is specifically the Redeye Jailbreak. It is the last of its kind, and I am sad to see it go. However, Dodge is stupid, and they're going to regret it in the long run, so I'm not worried about them. You can still pick one of these up, maybe new, but most likely used, but they're going to be such cars that you should cherish in the future. So anyhow, looking at this car just has an absolutely mean, aggressive look. I mean, the double snorkel, and this green is just the spec. This is a really good specced out one. It is just old school, mean, badass, to sum up in a photo. And I don't have to talk too much about the look of the car. Everyone knows what the Challenger looks like. It's iconic, it's boat-like, it's gorgeous. And as you see when we get behind the video, it's gonna be a monster to drive. Anyhow, but you're looking on the back ends, you have the simple, very oval shape. It's nothing too crazy. My favorite part is this wing, this ducklet wing that comes back. And it is just, this car is beautiful. But let me stop wasting your time. Let's go ahead and hop inside of this car. Let's go ahead and just get it right on in. So you get in the car, you just open the door, and you're greeted with leather on the dash, which is really nice. Leather on the door panels and the dash. This has the premium package, so it's an upcharge. You get these nice black and white leather seats, very comfortable. It says SRT right there. And hopping on in, you do feel like the man in this car. You do feel like the man, and it is amazing in this car. And to start the car, you put your foot on the brake and you just push the red button. And once you get that going, the AC turns on. You get this nice 8-inch touchscreen, which is all right. It's average. It's been around for 10 years. It's a little dated, but it gets the job done. You have this really nice analog gauge, which I love the look of these. They're just old school and they look badass. And you're greeted with this really badass looking hood. I'm not going to go over it too much, but I will sum it up a little bit. You do have Apple CarPlay, and you also have other Uconnect apps of all kind. You have your SRT dashboard. If you go to that, you can change everything, put everything as sport, track, whatever. Everything feels good. I mean, this is not a high quality luxury car. The stickers for $93,000, so it's a handful. It's definitely not the highest quality car for 93 grand, but you're not buying it for that. You're buying it for the performance, and you're buying it because it's one of the last true muscle cars on Earth. It's probably the last muscle car remaining on Earth, because I'd argue the Ford Mustang, as amazing of a car that is, it's a sports car now at this point. But anyhow, you have your 8-speed automatic down here. You have your modes, SRT, launch control, your volume knob, your steering wheel. Not bad. It's an average wheel. It lights up when you're in the dark. It's pretty cool. Nice materials overall. Normal stuff, nothing too crazy. You get these nice, really comfortable, squishy seats that are really comfy and supportive, I will say. And there's not too much to talk about. I would hop in the back, but the back is average. I will say I'm 6'2", and I have sat in the back. It does fit me well. It's a little tight, but I'll tell you what, it's surprisingly roomy. So you can fit people in the back, unlike the Mustang and the Camaro. You can see the back looks about the same as the front. White seat, and you got the cup holders, and it's fine, but I'm not going to waste your time doing that. You've seen plenty of people hop in the back. It's only really worth it in a pinch, but it's probably the most comfortable, most spacious of the 3 muscle cars. This is a great muscle car. It just comes in a really great package, and you really can't beat the price and the fact that it's an 800 horsepower monster and you're getting it for what you're getting it. I mean, that's a lot of power for such little money. I mean, it's money, but for the money, it's kind of a deal. But without all that being said, let's go check out the trunk real quick, and then we'll go out for one fun of a drive, let's just say. All right, guys, so pop in the trunk. Real simple. There's a little button down here, and then you just lift it up. It's all right. If you've seen a Dodge Challenger review, you know these are like okay sized trunks. They're definitely good for a weekend trip. You can definitely put stuff in them. You got the Harman Kardon bass down here. That sounds awesome. And it vibrates your seats. And yeah, guys, this is not what you really come here for, but you can put some luggage back to take you and your other half or your spouse or a homie out for a weekend vacation somewhere. It definitely will do the job in a pinch. But you're not here for the trunk space. You're not here for the practicality or in the MPG. So without all that being said, let's get behind the wheel and see how this beast drives and operates. Now that you've done the full walk around of this car and you've guys seen the inside and everything that you need to see, now we're driving it. Now, how does it feel? It feels like an angry, mean muscle car. I'm going to give it a little bit of throttle. No one's behind me.
That sound. Shit, man, that sound.
Yeah. You hear it?
Yeah, man.
Very mean, very aggressive. It rides like a different animal. I have 2 other videos that are coming out in the future. The BMW i7 and the M8 competition, both BMWs. I'm so excited for you guys to see those. Those are coming out in the next month. But this is my first upload, and this is a different animal from both of them. This is rough. This is aggressive. This is fast. It's got 800 horsepower. 807. This is the highest horsepower car of the 3 that I'm about to review. Compared to something like the i7 I just got out of, this drives so much different, so much more rougher. They have 2 different goals though. First of all, this has a noise. That's the first and obvious one. And man, guys, if you guys don't know, I used to work at a dealership a long time ago, and that's the last time I drove a Hellcat. And it was a normal Hellcat, but that Hellcat only had 700 horsepower. This one has 800, and it's sad because this is the last Hellcat. They're killing this car off after 2023, and I'm going to miss this car because this car is just something special you're never going to get again. This is going to be something special. This is what's going to make you, you know, excited and emotional and passionate about what you drive. This is old school, eating dinosaurs and not giving a shit. This is a special, special car. And I'm just so honored to be behind the wheel of a Hellcat again, especially a Jailbreak, the last of its kind. I get to say I drove one of these for the last time. I don't know if I'll ever drive one of these again. Maybe I will and I'll buy one, or maybe I won't, but either way, man, I'm just honored to be here. Did you hear the tire spin?
Yeah.
That's how powerful this car is. It has a struggle when it gains traction, but once it hooks, it goes. But it's just got so much power, it almost has a hard time handling that power, said power. But this car is just one of a kind. This is a rare breed. And when you see this car on the road, you need to move out of the way. This car commands so much presence. You need to move out of the way. This car wants to go fast. You better move. I remember being behind a guy the other day, and there was a Hellcat. I moved out of the way, but the stupid Honda Fit wouldn't move out of the way. And I was like, bro, you're like 90 horsepower. Move over. Stop hogging the left lane. Like, have respect. And that's another thing about this car. This car is powerful, and it will go, but you have to do it in a respectful way. You can't just pedal to the metal, because then you're just going to be doing burnouts. You're just going to do a burnout at 60 miles an hour. This car will not gain traction. You have to lean into the power rather than just flooring it. It commands a level of respect. But man, once you do it though, this car goes and it's amazing. This car sounds amazing. I'm going to put it in neutral right now, just so you guys can get an idea. This car sounds great. This car sounds great. I love this car. And I'm sure people are going to roll their windows down as we're going around, and they're just going to want to hear this thing go crazy. I'm going to give these guys a little something. It's comical. It's comical. This is the supervillain's car. This is like the Joker of the muscle cars. He's just like, catch me if you can, Batman. Gone.
Badass shit.
Gone. I mean, bro, there's a reason they call this car the Hellcat. It drives like it came straight from hell, bro. It's crazy, bro. This car is crazy. And listen, I can ramble about this car and repeat myself for days, but I'm not going to do that because there's several of these videos. However, I will note that this car is just a great car. Now, it's not the highest quality car, but you're not buying it for the quality of the car. You're buying it for the performance. the bragging right, you're buying it for the sound and the experience you get with this car. It's not the fastest car on the road, but it's the most emotional. It moves your soul in a way that an electric car will never do. An electric car will never move your soul like this. This is a special, one-of-a-kind car that needs to be respected at all times. And shout out to the owner, Danny, who's letting me review all 3 of these cars that are coming to you in the next month or so. He's the man. I love the guy. I'm really close with the guy. He's amazing. Shout out to him. I'm going to put a link to his social medias in the description below, because it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for him. None of this would be possible without him. So big shout out to you, man. I hope you're watching the video. I hope you're enjoying all the videos. I hope you watch all of them. These are truly special. This is a special, one-of-a-kind moment that I'll never forget. And I'm honored to say I'm one of the ones driving a jailbreak. And I hope you guys are thoroughly enjoying this video, and I hope you guys are living with me through this experience. This is stuff that you'll remember forever, because this car is going to be gone. I mean, we're in 2024 right now. They have stopped production on this car. It is done, which I think is the biggest mistake Dodge has ever and will ever make in their entire life. You're going to let me go, buddy, because I'm the Hellcat. Anyway, let's try it again. It is so fast. And look, we're caught up to traffic just like that.
Damn.
Yeah, and you know what the most mind-boggling part is? So you know how the electric car was fast, Gabe?
Yeah.
This car is faster than the electric car in a sense that, like, an electric car after 100 miles an hour is not as fast. If you floor a car at 100 plus miles an hour, it's not going to feel fast anymore in the electric car. And this car, the torque is so meaty that you can floor this at 120 and it'll feel just as fast as doing this.
Yeah.
Like, you don't lose that power. It still feels the same level of tenacity and the level of speed that it is. And then you got people like this Toyota Corolla in front of us that ruin the fun by hogging the left lane. No respect. No respect. Disrespectful. Anyhow, let me talk to you for a second, Gabe. This is your first time in a Hellcat ever. What do you think about the sound, the way this drives? What do you think?
The sound for me is definitely a very loud, dominating car, you know?
I would argue it even sounds angry.
It's very aggressive sounding.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Very aggressive sounding car. It has definitely a very badass look at me feel to it.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think of the speed? This car, the speed that this feels like.
Yeah, man, that's definitely very fast. Like you said, it's probably not like the fastest car on the road.
It's pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not the fastest, but
it feels fast.
It's too fast.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, it's too fast. And I'm gonna get over here so I can actually not get stuck behind this Corolla. This car is too fast. Let me get that very straight. It's so fast that it can't even handle its own power fully, which is why you have to put it down. Like, you have to lean into it rather than just flooring it. Like an electric car, you can floor it. This car, you have to lean into the power, and that's when you get the best traction. So, man, you don't buy this car because it's fuel efficient. If you do that, you're an idiot. And you don't buy this car because it's the most comfortable, luxurious. You buy it because it's old school muscle, and it makes you feel a way that no other car is going to make you feel. Even the M8 competition, which I haven't reviewed yet, but I'm about to review that one. And as you'll see, that car, I can tell you right now, from looking at it, it's not going to feel the same as this. It's going to have a different personality, a different emotional experience involved with it. Versus this car, where it's just pure muscle, pure power, it doesn't care about anything else. The BMW is going to probably do everything right. The handling, the speed. We'll find out when I review it, but that's what I'm predicting. Whereas this car, it's not about that. It's about just going fast in a straight line, making everyone feel like a bitch. That's the goal of this car. Would you agree on that?
Yeah.
But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I got more videos like this on the way. Gabe, you're going to be my next 3 videos, but like I said, like, I'm going to say it now because I haven't said it yet. Thank you so much for being in all 3 of these.
Sure, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
Bro, so excited to see all that's to come. And I wanted to share the experience with you. I wanted to share it with them, but I also wanted to share it with you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, man.
Dude, thank you. And let's have some fun real quick. That never gets old.
No, man.
Well, on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Peace out, guys.